In today's video, boys, I'm going to be showing you guys my 4-3-2-1 custom tactics that have been really helping me out in FC24. YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba, and welcome back to another video on the channel. I hope you guys are having an incredible day. As you guys know, FC24 has been difficult for a lot of people. Defending is not very easy. Even going forward, man, it's just a lot more difficult in my opinion compared to FIFA 23. But yeah, boys, like I said, the 4-3-2-1 this year in game is still pretty solid. A lot of people like to play the 4-3-2-1 going forward, and then in the defensive transition into a 4-4-2. Without further ado, boys, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. So if we go to custom tactics, we're going to go to our attacking formation, and this is what we do. So for our defensive style, we have press after possession loss with the width at 50 and the depth at 50. I don't know why it's at 51, doesn't make a bigger difference. So for people that are new to the game, press after possession loss, basically when you lose possession, your team will press for approximately 7 seconds until they get the ball. Now this can definitely have a bit of a negative effect on it as well, because your players can get fatigued quite a bit, but if you keep that possession for longer periods of time, it shouldn't affect your players' fitness too much. Again, that's pretty self-explanatory. We're not going to go ahead and dwell on that for too long. For our offensive style, we do have fast build-up with direct passing. Now I feel like these are really good if you like to play a counter-attacking style of FC24. And as you guys can see right there, for fast build-up, this tactic pushes players forward for a faster build-up, but if you lose possession of the ball, you could find yourself open to a counter-attack. Now with my personal experience, I don't really get countered too much if I'm being completely honest, unless I really push like a lot of players forward. If I do this and then also team press, then you can definitely be open to a counter-attack, but I think it's still pretty balanced. And then for chance creation, we do have direct passing, and this is basically once the team enters the attacking zone with possession, players will create chances by making runs for passes into space behind the opposing back line. This is really good in transition because your players will automatically make those runs in behind, especially if you do have them in player instructions as well to get in behind. It works really well. Nice little transition tactic right there. And a little tip on top of that, it says also strikers who are fast with a good attacking positioning attribute are the best at this tactic. So if you look at strikers or attacking players like Ousmane Dembele, like Luis Openda, Timo Werner, Darwin Núñez, those players are really going to thrive with the direct pass. For width, I just keep it at 50, but you can most definitely dabble with this a little bit. You can maybe drop it to 40, increase it to 60 to make it maybe a bit further out wide, but I feel like having it compact is really nice. For players in the box, corners, and free kicks, we just have it set at default 5, 3, and 3. Again, you can play around with this a little bit. I just feel like the default feels really nice. Like I said, boys, this is a great set of tactics if you like to put pressure on your opponents. Moving on to the player instructions, we're going to kick things off with our back line, and for our two fullbacks, we do have stay back while attacking. Now I know some people like to play them with one of them being an overlapping fullback. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I like to have it as stay back while attacking, because if we do end up being counter attacked, we do have 4 in the back line. It just gives me a bit more balance. Moving on to our 3 center mids. This is a bit controversial, but this is the way that I like to do it. All 3 of them stay back while attacking and cover the center. Now I know what you might be thinking, Booba, why do you have all 3 of them at stay back while attacking? You're going to have no support to the attack. Well, players who still do have a high attacking work rate, they're still going to bomb forward. I still do have Madison going forward. I still do have De Bruyne going forward. So it's not that big of an issue. If you do still want to have a bit more support going forward, you can definitely put one of them as join the attack. By having their player instructions set to join the attack, it's kind of like a 4-2-3-1 in a sense. So that's actually going to work really well if you do want to play it in that way. It honestly just comes down to personal preference and you just tweaking the player instructions a little bit to really fit your style of play. Moving on to our attackers, boys. Our 2 center forwards, we have them at stay central and stay forward. Now I have all 3 of them at stay forward just because in transition, having an extra body up top is going to really help me. But let's say we do lose possession and we are getting counter attacked, or you want to defend in a different formation, by having one of them come back on defense, you're technically playing a 4-4-2, which is going to add a bit more stability in the defensive line. So let's say, for example, we want Danjuma to come back on defense. You can definitely do that as well. You're going to have 4 players now in the midfield with 2 up top, so technically a 4-4-2. And then last but not least, for our striker, boys, stay central, get in behind, stay forward. A lot of people have that set for their strikers. Essentially, boys, everyone runs that tactic for their striker and it works really well, so why not do it? But yeah, boys, that is our 4-3-2-1 custom tactics that have really been helping us out in FC24. Now obviously you can go ahead and tweak things just a little bit if you do want to play the 4-4-2 defensively, or if you want one of your midfielders to join the attack and maybe play a 4-2-3-1 going forward. It works really well either way. It's just you tweaking it to fit your playstyle. Now maybe these tactics don't end up working for you, but everyone's different. You just got to keep tweaking a little bit, experimenting and seeing what works best. But hopefully this video helped you guys out just a little bit. If it doesn't end up helping, I sincerely apologize. I tried my best. But that is going to be the end of today's video, boys. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button. Comment down below your custom tactics if you want. It would be very interesting to see. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.